Hello, this is Aaron from Lo-Fi and D.I.Y. I'm here in my micro manufactory. It's still not complete. I've been working on it for quite some time. But I do feel like we're rounding a corner here. Basically, sanding and painting is the final stage. So, getting very close here. I would like to introduce to you my new product. It's the EXO IW, or it's the Lo-Fi EXO IW. And it takes the EXO idea of two of my prior cameras, or two of my prior conversions, I should say, and changes it to Instax-Y, adds Instax-Y to it. I actually, hopefully, will do an I-type soon, and I hope to do a 4x5 soon, and even a mini. So I'm looking forward to this. Right now, this is the new one, EXO IW. Okay, and the older ones, I just want to remind everybody, I have, this is my EXO 2x3 graph lock, and that one pops on to give a 2x3 for the Packfilm back. So like say you have, in this case I have a RB67 Pro S film back. I just simply put the sliders like that, and now I've got a 2x3. Let me just go ahead and show you what that's like on the camera here. Okay, we take a camera. Okay, you know, I didn't put the EXO strut on the front, so that would be something that would be done, of course. But first, you want to go ahead and put the back on. So all I have to do to put the back on is I've taken the door off by taking out the hinge pin, as you can see here. Then I take the back, I slide it into place like that, and it's in. This camera has officially been converted with one move, okay, to 2x3. And then you can go ahead and use it for 2x3. If you want to use the rangefinder though, you will need the EXO strut, and that's this strut on the front, you see. Okay, and I have a special EXO strut for the 2x3, just like I have one for the Instax-Y. Now, to take it off again, should be simple. Let's take a look. Pull this lever down, okay, and pull it out. Okay, now we've got it out. Let's go ahead and grab the other product that I've made, the Instax Square. Okay, that's the Instax Square here. Pop it in. Same thing. Okay, so it popped in. Now, with the Instax Square, the reason I rolled this out as my first instant product with all the Packfilm line, here's all the Packfilm cameras here. The reason I did that is because it's perfectly centered in the viewfinder, okay? Perfectly centered in the viewfinder. Things like Instax-Wide, I cannot perfectly center in the viewfinder without chopping up the actual camera, which of course you know I do not do. I have 80 products, and none of them have anything to do with destroying an antique like this. So I don't do destructive conversions. And for those who do destructive conversions, I'm not being critical of you. It's just my way of doing things. I prefer it this way because I like to have a big collection. I like to have things that I can revert back to and have fun with. And I can't do that if I'm cutting them up because then they'll be limited in their role from that point forward. Okay, so now when it comes to Instax-Wide, okay, one notable change that I made, or actually some notable changes that I made, were that I actually made this. So all of my cameras now, all of my instant back conversions for Packfilm, they're all going to be universal. And what I mean by universal is I did some modifications to the strut, the EXO strut, Did some modifications to the back, did some modifications to the inside of the back, the way it clips on, so that it will fit any and all version of this camera. See all these cameras? There's like I think I have 31 of 34 in my collection here. And this back could attach to all 31 of those. There was a lot of modifications I had to do because originally I just designed it for the metal one. So I wanted to design it for the plastic ones in the back. I wanted to design it for the unique ones like the 600. I'm sorry, not the 600. Like the 360 ones with unique flash contacts. You see, this is a 450, so it has a very unique flash contact. Before, I was limited in that. I also designed it so it could use, speaking of flash, it could use this type of flash on the appropriate camera, of course. And please watch my introductory video to Packfilm cameras if you haven't seen it yet. Or this type of flash setup. That's actually the one that goes with this. While this Packfilm Instax wide exoskeleton is attached. So you can use this type of flash. But you can also, and this is something that, again, I had to do a redesign, you can also do things like this. You can use the different accessory kits. Like if I put a close-up lens or something, I think this is close-up, might be portrait. No, this is the portrait attachment. So if I were to put the portrait attachment on there, now I can do that. There's enough clearance on the sides. I made it so that it fits better. You could even use the Polaroid self-timer. You can even use the Polaroid shutter release that fit in that space right there. So I've tried to make it universal so that it fits everything. Made it universal so it fits the two different styles of straps as well. And that's pretty much it. I think that pretty much explains this this new product. Very easy to install. Actually, just to make it easier, I'm going to go ahead and remove the instant back, and you'll see how easy it is to do that. I'm unscrewing this little screw knob right here. Okay. And once I get it unscrewed, personally, whenever I take a screw out of something and I need to find it later, I go ahead and put it right back in. So I'm going to put it right back into that nut right there. That way I don't have to think about where I set it down. Okay, so now I put it there. Now let's give this a try. Okay, I'm pulling down on, I'm doing this, but I'm also trying to do it for the camera here. Let's see how I can grab it so I can do it for the camera. Okay, I'm pulling down on that lever, and then I pull it towards me a little bit. Pull it towards me a little bit this way, and now it's off. So the instant back is off, and it's just as easy to put those on and off. Okay. This right here looks kind of confusing, but once you get used to it, the EXO viewfinder part is going to be really easy for you. You just got to get used to it. Like I said, I can take that on and off with one little screw, and it's a thumb screw. You don't even have to go find a screwdriver or anything. So this may be one of the easiest camera conversions you've ever done. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed it.